Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we are back in House Flipper. We are at the Forgotten Heritage House and we're doing a job for a client, and this is the 8th job in the luxury expansion to House Flipper. So in the last episode we finished off the ground floor, or the lower floor of the building. Now we're going up to the first floor. So in Britain it's called ground floor for the ground level and first floor for the next one up, and I know it's called different things in other places, so I'll be using my local terminology, so please forgive me if it doesn't match your local terminology. Oh look, we kind of walked through the door and we could see through the wall. Oh, I like that, that was kind of fun. We could see through the wall as we walked through the door. Right, so let's give it a bit of a clean. If you saw patches like that on your ceiling, you definitely want to get a guy in to take a look at your roof to make sure it's not leaking, because you don't normally get marks like that unless there's been a leak in the roof. Right, we're definitely not keeping that chest of drawers, and although she's kept a lot of the paintings, the frame on that painting wasn't very good. And what do these look like? The piece of furniture not good, and the frame there again isn't in the best condition. So let's see what she actually wants to keep up here, shall we? But this is like a big grand corridor at the top of the stairs. It's a lovely staircase and a great big lovely open grand corridor area, isn't it? Right, so they do want us to get rid of a chest of drawers. That wasn't the right chest of drawers. This must be the chest of drawers there. Oh look, we've still got some trash on the floor. Let's pick that up. So that must be the right set. That must be the lignum chest of drawers, yes. And then tulips, 2 of those. 1, 2, and an armchair. No, she is going to keep the pictures though. Yeah, so although the frames are a little bit damaged, she's still keeping the pictures. Cool. I like the idea that she keeps them even if they're a little bit damaged, because they were her grandma's. And the floors here in this grand corridor look really good. I don't think we changed them. I think this is the way it was originally, so I don't think we need to change this. Right, so for the walls she wants the Beowulf's white panel. So do we go for the full wood panel? I don't think we've used the full wood panel. We're definitely going to need a lot of these. I'm going to put 5 down for now, and I suspect that that's not going to be anywhere near enough. Especially considering how many windows we've got. Just doing around the edges of windows is very panel consuming. Yeah, so this is the traditional sort of wood panelling you would have got in big grand houses, isn't it? These days people don't tend to do it because it's too expensive. Getting proper wood and having it all carved and stuff, it's just so expensive these days that people just can't afford it. So very few people use it. But this is one we've not used before. It is very grand, doesn't it? It's very grand and elegant feel to it. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have enough with 5. Alright, let's see if we can kind of finish above the stairs, because that's going to be the most awkward place to actually reach, isn't it, with these? Oh, that's not actually too bad. We just kind of go... Oh yeah, and we can reach... Oh, I see, that was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought because of the stairs it was going to be a little bit awkward, and we might have to kind of jiggle our positions around quite a bit to be able to get all of the panels across the stairs, but it wasn't hard at all. It was very simple. Thank you, game designers, you figured it out very nicely, so we didn't have any trouble with that. And we're definitely going to have to buy more, probably as many again as we've already purchased, because of all the windows. And you know what I'm like, I absolutely want to fill in all the way around all the nooks and crannies with the windows. So when you do below and above, still counting as separate items, and then you've got to do around the edges as well. Oh, we're out. Yeah, we need to buy more. So, but yeah, doing around the window emplacements costs you pretty much a full stack of tiles for each window. How many shall we put? 4? Let's start with 4. I suspect we're going to need at least another 1 or maybe even 2. So yeah, I think this is going to be quite tile intensive to get all the way around all the windows, but it's lovely to have all these great big windows, isn't it? Well, this is above the reading nook, isn't it? Because this is kind of an extended little piece, and then it went back a bit near the side. So yeah, this is above the reading nook where we're stood now, and then when we go a bit further across, we're above the stairs, and then that's where we've got that like little sitting room seating area in the entrance foyer. That's what's kind of underneath where we're stood here on our corridor. There's a bit of a strange kind of lag every time it saves. And when it used to do that, it used to put a little saving icon in the corner so you could see what it was doing, but now it just kind of periodically, I mean, I've got mine set at 5-minute intervals, so if you do see a little lag up for a second or two, that's what's happening. It's while it saves, it kind of pauses the game temporarily while it actually saves it. But I think it's much better to have that little interruption and make sure that you don't lose anything by saving regularly. But that's what's going on. It's like a little minor hiccup while it saves. Yeah, I told you we were going to need more. We're going to need at least one more, maybe two. I'm going to just buy them in one stack now, just because I don't want to have much too many. But I do suspect that one is going to be just a little bit short. We're going to be really close actually, aren't we? We're going to be closer than I thought we were going to be. Yeah, look, we're really close there. I mean, you could leave it at that because it is white on the top and you probably won't notice it, but it will bug me if I don't do it, so I'm going to finish it off. Right, so we need at least two. Oh, we did kind of miss the little nooks right next to the window as well. So let's go and check that we did all of the other windows. Did we do the second section in all of the windows and the tops? Just check them all. I hope we did. I think we did. Yep, I think we did. Right, so that's that done. I'm just going to sell it because I'm not going to check if we need it again somewhere else. We'll just rebuy them later if we do. Right, we need a couple of armchairs. Rosea dark coloured armchairs. Now, everything's white, so I think maybe a white frame, and then what colour pillows can we have? So there's a lot of dark colours, so you can go sort of chocolatey browns, blues, greens, reds, violets. Elegant. Should we go for the black and white elegance? So if we kind of make a little corner seating area here, I mean, we could make them opposites and put the table in the middle, or we could put them like 90 degrees to each other in a corner with a table at the side. What sort of table is it? It says a rosy oval end table. What kind of table is it? Or we could put them side by side with the table in between. So there's lots of different ways you could set this up. What's the oh, it's one of those little oval end tables. In the sort of silvery white colour maybe, and rotate it so it's between them. Those chairs are definitely not side by side. Let's try and make them a little bit more even. Yeah, so it's kind of if you need a private little conversation, or you want a little reading nook or something out of the way where you can get away from everybody else, you can just sit up here. A gorgeous chandelier. Let's put that near the top of the stairs. Yeah. Oh, we need two. Oh. Okay. I thought we only needed one. We need two. Alright, let's... Oops, wait. Buy the second one. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Right, so let's put this one over this then. And then, do we move that or do we leave? I really like it right above the top of the stairs. I might leave it. Right, Celeste sconces in the white. How many of these do we want? We want two. So we could put one there. But then where'd you put the second one? You can't balance it. So how about on the wall with the windows? So if we put them between the windows, one there and then one here. Is that the best thing to do? I think that might be the best thing to do with those, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, I think that works. And that's everything in this grand corridor. And it does, again, look like a very grand corridor, doesn't it? Very grand. Really love those chandeliers. They're absolutely gorgeous. Which leads us to one of 3 bedroom suites that are up here, but this one was obviously used as an office space. So you could redo this as an office space, couldn't you, if you wanted to? But I think we're doing them as bedrooms because I believe our client Beatrice said that she has children, multiple, not singular, so I think it's, from the description, it sounds like it's a single mum and at least 2 kids. So I think we're going to be making all 3 of these places into bedrooms. But yeah, the fact that it came as an office originally, the fireplace works good. The fact that it came as an office originally, you could turn it into an office when you're redoing the house for yourselves, for your flipping purposes. And then if you make this side the office, then it's away from all the other bedrooms, or you could make one office nearer to the bedroom of the master suite or something, I don't know. But then you've kind of got a bathroom and a closet space off the office. I'm not sure what you'd use those for. I mean, the bathroom obviously is fine, but what would you use the storage room for? Would you put like filing cabinets in and make it extra storage to keep documents, so if you're out running a business from or something, maybe? Yeah, that could maybe work, couldn't it? Right, so let's fix the broken socket first. Make sure that everything is working in the suite and clean everything up and sell off everything that we don't want anymore. We might see if we can complete this entire suite in this episode, and then the next episode we can move on to the other wing of the house and work on one of those. Right, so are we keeping any of this stuff? The internal door where we need to sell desk blinds, chair, chandelier, built-in desk, drawers, lights, yeah. So I think the only thing we're keeping is the cuckoo clock. And the fire. Yeah, all we're keeping is the cuckoo clock and the fire. You can see they've got two little places off. They've got like a storage room and then a little bathroom. Right, choose a wall finish. Inspiration, very sort of nautical, isn't it? So, blues, greys, worn woods, white, and bright yellows and reds and... So, colourful boy into nautical theme stuff. My son Leo was at a yacht party recently and was captivated by the life of the ocean. Maybe he'll become a sailor like his grandfather. In our family, passions really pass through the generations. Oh, she's really romantic about the past and family heritage and stuff, isn't she? Oh, she's a sweetie pie. Oh, look, there's a photo, look, of her kids. It's a boy and a girl, and they both look kind of teeny. I mean, as in teenage, not as in tiny little dinky dot children, but as in teenage ages. I'm getting all confuddled here, aren't I? Right, so I kind of like the sea sort of... this pattern on this one really looks like the sea, so I think we go for this one, don't we? From the choices that they gave us. And we put that on one wall. It might have to be the one near the door. And then we want some sort of paint that matches it quite nicely. So... maybe grey fog, because we've got the lighthouse and we've got grey and blue. Or you could go more sea and then lighter colour scheme, couldn't you? Do you know what? I think we might go for the lighter colour scheme, because I think the grey fog's just going to be too dark, so it fits the scheme that he gave us on the inspiration board really, really well. Also, the sea pattern that we've picked is kind of more towards the greenish tinge, so I think I kind of like the paler paint to go with it. So this is kind of the only full wall. The only thing on that one is the door. All the others have got windows or double doors and things, so that's the best one for your feature wall, I think. And then, let's put all that down and sell the rest. Then we'll use the paint on the other three walls. Oh yeah, that's quite good, I think, with the... it kind of matches the lighter sections of the sea on the wallpaper, doesn't it? I kind of like that. Oop, I'm getting stuck on the paint pot, I think, there. I was just trying to move around it, and I think I walked straight into it and over it, and it kind of got my character stuck a little bit. Oh look, you can see the palm trees outside. That's not a bad little view, is it? You've got a little bit of grass from the garden which sets you back a little bit, and then the streets have got some palm trees, so that's not a bad little view, even though it's into a city. So you've got that little section with palm trees and stuff right in front of the house. That's actually not a bad little view. Quite nice. And we set back, the house is set back a little bit, so it's not so overlooked as some of the other places inside the city. Doing our relaxing painting spree again. Oh, and there you can see the water through that window. Yeah, so he's not got bad views. I mean, I think his views are going to be the worst ones for the bedroom suites, but even this one hasn't got a really bad view. It's not bad at all. Does seem a little bit sad though that the guy who's obsessed with the ocean is the only one that doesn't actually have an ocean view. Oh, bless him. But then I suppose he's in a separate wing of the house, so he's away from all the women, so that maybe that was the reason that he forgave his sea view, because he can go out into the garden and overlook the sea view anyway. Poor guy's outnumbered. Right, so one of these little rooms is going to be a bathroom and the other one's going to be a walk-in closet then, isn't it? There we go, we're about done. I'm going to do around the edge of the doors because sometimes you can just see a little bit of brickwork peeping out when you put the doors in, and that can annoy me a little bit sometimes, so I prefer, if I've got paint left, to just go around the frame just to prevent that from happening. Beautiful. Right, we have choices. Ooh, a bed. So he had kind of an open work lattice wood frame on the inspiration board. We don't actually have that, but we do have a big wooden headboard here. Oh, if we use the reclaimed wood finish, yes, because that was part of the thing on the board, wasn't it? And he likes greys and blues. So if we kind of go for a reclaimed wood look and greys and blues, I like the bedding and stuff. Don't want it all to be light grey though, do we? Blue, grey, white, and bedding. What are the blues like? Well, that's got flowers, that's not so good. Diamond Cross is going to be the wood of grey. I prefer the blue of the blue, but it's got flowers on it, so I think we're going to go for the crosses because it's sort of a paler grey tinge blue. It's not quite as blue as I would have liked from the mood board, but I think that's the best bed for the mood board that we had. So I'm hoping we can fit it on here without blocking the doorways and things, because there really isn't any other good location for the bed, is there? Would it fit in the middle? Oh, now that might work. Yeah, because I think with it being on the feature wall, it was just that little bit too close to all the other doors, so I think I prefer it there between the two windows if we can make that work. Right, we want a bookcase. No more open one like the Libri one maybe, and a white and grey. Yeah, white and grey, and maybe that will go on the... Does that go in the corner on the feature wall maybe? And then we'll see what other items are on the side. That's not going to... well, it might just fit. Oh, it just fits. Just fits. I didn't think it was going to, but it does. It just fits. This is going to be a desk. Yeah, it's a desk. Right, so... kind of traditional. And can we have that reclaimed... Do we have that reclaimed wood finish again? Which one is it? Cool Ash. That's the one. Cool Ash is the sort of reclaimed wood feel to the texture, isn't it? And then a darker handle, sort of greyish handle. Pop that right up against the wall, nice. And then he's kind of looking at his sea wallpaper when he's doing his work. Right, so a desk chair. He's kind of got one of those frame back chairs, isn't it? So I don't think we have the... Do we have the... We don't have the Cool Ash for this one, so we can't do that reclaimed feel. So let's try and get something close-ish to it. And then grey on the chair. Yeah, because they've got that open lattice work like he looked like he liked on the bed, so we've got the open lattice work on the chair instead. Right, so... So you could go for this, the sea boat, the Winslow Homer Breeze Up. Or the... It's got like paddles and oars and decorative features from like sea and stuff, but they haven't added any of the sea-based wall-hanging theme things here, have they? So they've got some like shoreline and sea paintings and stuff. Do you know what? I think we're going to use the Breezing Up as the artwork in here. Because it's an arty family and he likes the sea, so I think that's the best one to go for. Right, do we have like that aqua... Isn't there a carpet that has like that aqua pattern on it? Have we got... Yes, there we go. So, rectangular? Medium? Kind of put it under the bed a bit so you can put your cold toes on it in the morning. Curtains. Do we go for the super fancy curtains or do we go for something more simple? I mean, a guy would go for something more simple probably, but his mum would probably go for the very fancy ones. Blinds is more like a boat, but it doesn't really match the house that we've got here, does it? So the guy himself would just pick the simple pull to close curtains, wouldn't he? Yeah, I think he would pick that, wouldn't he? We're going to have to move the bed, aren't we? Let's put that one up and see what we think of it when it looks up. And then I think we're going to have to move the bed to be able to get the curtains on the other two. Yeah, that will work I think, but we're going to have to move the bed forward, aren't we, to get these to fit. So it's the Emmons dark coloured narrow curtains and we're going for it in the dark blue. And the bed is too close to the... Wait, did I just spot a little bit of unpainted window frame? I think I did. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, I've missed one little patch, look, and we've already sold the paint. Oh no! But it doesn't count in the actual game. The interior of the window frames doesn't count in the game. I'm trying to convince myself not to buy more paint to fill that. I'm going to buy another pot of paint to fill that in, aren't I? It's just going to annoy me too much if I leave it when I've seen it. If I don't see it, I don't know. But if I've seen it, I know about it and I have to fix it. Right, so let's pop up the final curtain. And then the bed needs to go back as far as it will go now and not impinge on the curtains. So very slowly ease it forward until it will work. There we go. How does that work? Can we get round everywhere? I think we can. Yep. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Yes, I'm kind of pleased with that. Yeah, and that's okay from this angle too. Let's grab a screenshot for the vid. Oh dear, yeah, let's fix it. Yeah, I mean, if I was the client, I would complain about that. So, we saw it, we need to fix it. There we go. Right, let's just double check whether we need the same paint in here. Grey fog, no. Bye paint. Oh, I didn't change the floor. Oh, I didn't change the floor. Oh, I didn't change the floor. Right. Let's change the floor. Oh, it's a slightly lighter wood than on the hallway. There we go. And in the frames. There we go. There. Now it's finished. Good, good. Oh no, it's not finished. We need a door. Oh dear. Okay, right. See, the paint threw me because I'd missed that bit of paint. It threw me. Right. White door. Yeah. Ceiling lamps. Noctis single. Oh, it's quite a modern lamp, isn't it? The guy definitely chose that himself. His mum would probably not have picked that. Right, so we go for the grey, and right, got two. So one nearer to the desk and one over near the bed. Right, good. Now we're done. Now the room is completed. And it's saying it's an office? Why are you saying it's an office? There's a bed. Eesh. Some of the way the game picks the place is a little odd. So we've got a bed in the office and it's still an office. Okay. Is that because we've not got a wardrobe in the bedroom itself? It probably is, isn't it? Right, so this was used as storage space. So if you were turning it into an office again, you would probably put filing cabinets in here for extra storage or something like that. Right, well, I've just gone on the wall. Yeah, right, so that's all the stuff to get rid of. So, paint the walls with grey fog and do the floor with, I think, the same panel that we've just put in the bedroom. So, that's the flooring. And then the grey fog, which we did consider for the main bedroom but decided was too dark, so we are going to use some of the grey fog, so that's good. Got to use some of the grey fog on the particular job. Yeah, that would have been too dark for in all three walls in the bedroom. That would have been a little bit much. It's good for a feature wall, but not for the entire room, so it's just too dark, I think, personally. Though it is quite a big room, so you probably could have got away with it. Colours on walls is always personal taste. There we go. A little bit of relaxing painting again. And then just round the window. This is quite simple and quite quick to do because it's a tiny little room. And that, I think, then is complete. Just check what's to go in here. I can't see yet, but that's going to be a bathroom, so probably not going to use this. Bit of a dark colour for a bathroom, I think. Right. Wardrobes, I'm assuming. Oh, a mirror. I think I like the idea of the module mirror because it's full length for checking your clothing and your appearance. But which size we can fit in will depend on how many wardrobes and things need to go in the space. So I think it's probably better to fit in the wardrobes first. So is there a corner? Yeah. Let's start with the corner. So it comes up as basic black, but should we change it to blue because it's quite dark in here already? Yeah, this corner I think maybe. How many? Just one corner unit. Yeah, so this corner I think is going to be the best one for the corner unit. If we can just adjust the position, because I want it right in the corner as close as possible, so I don't want to have it stood out too far. So yeah, there we go, right up in the corner. Then we want a wide one, just one. Yeah, it's just one of everything, isn't it? Yeah, so a wide one. Change it to the blue. Let's pop that in next to that one, I think. Maybe it would have been better to put it along that wall, but then it might have encroached on the window. Right. What else do we want? Just one narrow, full height one, okay. See, if we put them on that side, it encroaches a bit on the window. And if we put them behind us where we started putting them, it kind of encroaches on the doorway a bit. Try them on the opposite wall. See which one we prefer. I think it's probably better to encroach a tiny bit on the window than it is to encroach on the door. Let's see if we can fit them all along that wall. And then we can put the mirror behind where we stood now. Yeah? Then the mirror we can put one of the wide modules on this wall. And then we want a lamp that matches the one in the bedroom on the ceiling. Oh no, it's a wall lamp. Oh, it's a wall lamp. Okay, so we put that next to the mirror. Put it above the mirror. It's not quite a full light. Oh yeah, that'll work. It's above the mirror then, so you've got a good view of what you're doing. And the wardrobe doors, we could go for white or grey. We've got a white door to the entrance to the bedroom. And he likes grey, so maybe grey. Let's make sure we've rotated that in the right position. And now I'm glad I painted around the edge of the doorway, because the wardrobe doors do show around the edge of the door frame. And that is the closet completed. Very nice, and it gets a view of the little canal area at the back of the house too through there. There we go. That's the closet done. So it just leaves us now with the bathroom, which again was another storage area before. So it's basically a sell everything in here, I think, and then give it a quick clean, because I saw at least one cobweb. Sconce on the wall. Yeah, there's a big cobweb, look. Quick clean. All sorted. Another window to change. Paint with a fresh morning. Wall tiles, Evangel Grey. And the floor, again, is going to be the one that matches what we've put everywhere else in this little suite of rooms. Very, very fortunate boy to have a full suite of rooms. Most kids just get a little tiny box room. Right. Oh, Exangul dark tiles. Exangulate? I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's the big sort of honeycomb texture grey. Very modern design of tile. So we want 20 of the tile and 20 of the paint. So 2 walls of grey and 2 walls of paint. Right, how about so do we do corners or do we do opposites? I think we might I think we'll do opposites. I think we'll do opposites. And we'll probably have to buy more tiles because we've also got a window on the wall. So that's going to use up more than 20, to be honest. If you just go straight across, you'll use 20. So if we finish off this wall without going around the frame of the window, I imagine that will bring us to 20. And 20, exactly right. But the edges of the window aren't done. Oh, we could paint it instead. And then see how much we don't like it. I know I'm sort of persnickety about things. Sometimes I'm going to say I want tile around the edges. Let's try doing it with the paint and see what it looks like, just so you can see the difference between finishing it with the tile and finishing it with the paint. I always personally think it should be done with the tile because it just looks better, but that's a personal opinion and a personal preference. So let's do one the way I don't normally do it, so you can see the difference and see why I tend to do it the way I usually do it. So we fill in the little bit around the edge. And don't forget that side, yeah, that's it, kiddie. Oh, no, we need more paint. I'm saying it's done, but we ran out of paint. Right, there we go. Right, then come round. Right, there you go. So that's the wall's done. Now, how do we fit everything in here without it looking odd? So I think the shower's going to have to go in this corner here, because I just don't think there's another place where we've got a decent sized corner for it to fit. And there we go, frozen up again while we're doing the save, while it's doing the save. Sometimes it takes quite a long time, other times it's like a couple of seconds. It's really odd. I think it's because it got stuck in the middle of all the particle effects as well, it just slowed it down. And then it's what the Vile Dam right side shower. Only lights greys and metallics, and yeah, that'll work. I think if we can, where's the corner? Right, just make sure it's right in the corner. There. No, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oop. No, we don't need a torch. Because it's one of those open showers with a drain in the floor, I feel like it's really weird to have a wooden floor. You don't need tile for it to be able to work as a basin, open basin shower type thing. Right, so the suspended toilet will pop like that, and then the sink will go next to it, closer to the door. And then he's got everything he needs, and it does actually fit. I mean, you take a look at the room and it seems really small, but it's big enough, plenty big enough to fit everything in. Spotlight on the toilet now, I don't think so. I don't think anybody would want that. There, because it's a suspended toilet, it takes less space up in the room as well, so if you've got a tiny room, remember that that one takes a little bit less space. And then he's using a sink plumbing right here. And let's just undo everything. Here we go. I'm using the suspended sink again, which also feels like it uses less space as well. So we go for the grey marble maybe, or granite. Oh, I think I prefer the granite. And then the dark fixtures, yeah, I like the granite, that's nice. And it's on the grey tile, so I think that looks good. I like that. Let's put the fixtures together. And there, I think we're pretty close to being done, unless they want a few extras in the room. We've got, yeah, a few extras, so mirrors, lights, that sort of thing. The azul light coloured mirror, so we want to go for the grey edge and then centralise that. Oops. There, good. And towels, change the colour of the towel. Yeah. Grey and cream. Grey and dark? Grey and dark. Yeah, grey and dark on the sidewalk. They don't want a second one near the shower. 2 wall lamps. Dark grey. Dark grey. So one near the mirror obviously, and then we'll just put them opposite sides of the wall. And the door. The Interuki bath door. Grey of course, because that we went for grey for the wardrobe door, so we want the two to kind of match. And then we've completed this suite room, so I think we'll finish the episode as soon as I've popped this door in, giving you a last quick look through this suite, and then we'll move on to the other wing where there's 2 more suites in the next episode. Probably do 1 suite in each of the next 2 episodes to complete the job. And pop the door in. Beautiful. So that is all completed here now. There's the grey granite. I really like that. That looks really good. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!